Welcome to the Game of Descent, Journeys in the Dark, 2nd edition. We are going to be playing the quest scenario called First Blood. Because we're going to be playing a game, I must warn you that there will be spoilers. Also, during the course of the game, we're going to be showcasing the new monsters and heroes and special cards that come in the 2nd edition of Descent. So get ready. Let's go ahead and start setup. We have already completed hero setup. We have picked our heroes and their classes. This one will be a Rune Master. And our second hero is going to be a Berserker. They have their starting equipment. So our heroes are ready to go. We need to place our heroes on the entrance of this dungeon, and there they are. Now for the Overlord setup. For this quest, our monsters are Goblin Archers and Endings. Here are our archers with their special abilities. And for a 2-hero game, we can have 2 white or tan pieces and 1 master. That's exactly what we've put together. The Etten is here. Here's his card. There's his abilities, and for a 2-player game we can only have 1 tan piece out, so that's what we've got. We need to place the goblins in the Wild Garden and the Etten in the Fire Pit. And this Etten is going to have 2 additional health per hero. So we quickly look at the map. The Wild Garden is where our goblins will go. So there's our Wild Gardens right here. And our monsters are all set. Now for the Etten. We look at our map one more time, and there's the Fire Pit. And the Fire Pit is easily found on our map. And there's our monster. So we've completed monster setup. Now we need to place search tokens according to the number of heroes. We look at the map, and we're only, because there's 2 heroes, we only look at the numbers 2 on the map. So there's a search that we're going to place there, and a search that we're going to place there. We're going to ignore the 4 and the 3 because that's for 3 and 4 hero games. So on our map, we put a search token here and here. On to the next section. So here it pretty much tells us that the goblins can leave the map, and that's actually how the Overlord wins. Every time a monster leaves the map, we get 1 fatigue. When we have 5, we will win. As reinforcers, whenever they kill one, I guess we can put 1 back on, because we can only have 3 max on the map, which we already do. For victory, the heroes have to kill Molar the Etten, and the Overlord have to get 4 of the goblins out of the map, like I mentioned before. We need to draw 2 cards, 1 per hero for the Overlord to get our starting hand, and that's what we get. We'll get more into the details when the Overlord turn comes around. Okay, so let's get started. We have a nice card that lists the events of the turn. So for our first turn, which is the hero turn, we can do number 1, start of turn. We're not going to be able to do any start of turn abilities because we don't have any, or refresh cards. We can equip items. We only have right now our starting equipment, so that's all we're going to do about right there. And then each of our heroes can perform 2 of these actions. And then we'll go to end of turn. So let's get started. So the Widow Tarha is going to be doing a move and an attack. She moves 4 because that's her speed. So she will move 1, 2, 3, and now she will interrupt her move action. She needs to move 1 more space, but she's going to go ahead and attack the Etten. Okay, so let's look at her weapon. She has an Arcane Bolt. It is a ranged weapon, and it is a magic or a rune. I guess it's a magic and a rune. And for the dice, we're going to roll blue and yellow as described on the right hand side of the card. And if we get surges, we can use it one time for +1 range and one time for Pierce 2. This is a two-handed weapon. So she rolls for her attack with a blue and yellow dice and gets 2 damage and 2 surges. We also have to check for range. She has 3 range. She has 1, 2, and 3. That's enough to give this monster damage. The Etten rolls 2 armor from his defense dice, shown up here. So we are going to have to use some surges. If we use one of the surges, we can get Pierce 2, and that will cancel these 2 results. And we still have one more surge that we can use. We could use it to recover fatigue, but we don't have any fatigue losses yet. We can also use it, as described here, in her special ability. She has rune knowledge. No, she has runic knowledge. Okay. In her special ability card, it reads, while you have a magic or rune weapon, which she has, equipped, each of your attacks gains 1 surge. You suffer 1 fatigue to gain +2 damage. So because we have a surge left, it might be wise to go ahead and take that fatigue. And if we do take a fatigue, we will be inflicting +2 damage on the enemy. So right now we're looking at 4 damage. We then give our enemy 4 points of damage. I know it reads 5, but remember that this enemy has +2 damage per hero. So that's, because there's 2 heroes, that's 4 extra damage. So this enemy has a health of 9, but we've already given it 4 damage. Not bad for just our first turn. Our hero still has 1 more movement point, so she's going to move back because she's sure someone's going to come and try and attack her next turn. Now on to our next hero's turn. Sindril, our berserker, actually has a melee weapon. So in order to attack, she needs to get close to the enemies. Because of that, she's going to go ahead and use a move action. And then her second action is going to be using her ability, Rage. Let's read what it says. It reads, perform an attack with a melee weapon, and this attack gains +1 damage. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Let's start moving. She won't be able to get close enough to the Etten, so she's just going to go ahead and move closer to that red goblin and then attack him. That's her 4 speed right there. Let's roll for attack. We have exhausted her ability card to show that we've used that ability during this turn. She rolls a blue and red dice as indicated on her axe, and we get 3 damage result. We ignore the range because this is a melee attack to an adjacent hero. The goblin has rolled 1 die as indicated here. He is the master goblin, so we look at the bottom of the card. He has rolled 1 armor, so 3 damage minus the 1 armor is 2 damage. Now let's see, we don't have any surges, so all we are going to inflict right now is 2 damage on this goblin. Because of Sindril's ability, this attack gains +1 more damage. And now our turn is over, and it's the Overlord's turn.